everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Teresa Nicole and today I'm going to be telling you about my favorite crackers. So my favorite crackers are called Mary's Gone Crackers, and I actually discovered these about 5 years ago when I was in my dietetic internship and I had to do a celiac disease awareness event. And basically what we had to do is we had to gather all these gluten-free food samples and put them in bags and hand them out at the event. And during that time period, I actually was eating bread all the time and whole grains and pasta, and so that was just my diet, and I had no interest in trying any of those gluten-free samples. I was just, doing my job, passing them out, telling people about celiac disease, but me personally, I did not have any interest in trying the actual gluten-free stuff because I just thought it's gluten-free. It probably doesn't taste very good. I also, at that time period, I was actually dealing with a lot of health issues. So I always had GI discomfort. I was always bloated and had cramping. I also would feel really sleepy and tired and fatigued after a meal. And I actually got tested for celiac disease during that time period, and I did not test positive for it. So I just thought, this is just my body. This is how it is. And I just kept eating the same way, and I didn't really think anything of it. So after this event, we had so many gluten-free samples left over that I ended up just taking some home, and I thought, well, whatever, I'll just try some. Even though I really didn't want to, I didn't think they were going to taste good. But so the Mary's Gone Crackers were the first gluten-free food that I ever tried, and I was shocked because not only did they taste so good, and I love the texture because they're so crispy, and I love that they don't have any oils in them. So a lot of crackers, if you ever look in the ingredients, will have some sort of oil, like sunflower oil or something like that. And so I was really shocked that they had these really great ingredients and they tasted so good. And the other thing that was really startling to me was how I felt after eating them. So like I said, normally after I would eat a meal, I would feel really sleepy, tired, my stomach would be upset. Well, I felt completely fine after I ate these crackers. My tummy wasn't bloated, I wasn't cramping, I wasn't sleepy or tired. So at that point I thought, you know what, maybe I'll give this gluten-free thing a try. Why not? So I ended up giving up gluten for 2 weeks after that, and I noticed some huge improvements in my health. So all my GI discomfort went away. I started feeling actually energized after I had a meal instead of sleepy and tired, and the biggest thing for me was my skin cleared up. So I used to have pimples and acne on my cheeks and my back, and that was it for me. The fact that my skin cleared up, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to give up gluten because, as a woman, and especially in my late 20s, at the time I was in my late 20s, and that was enough for me. I don't want to have to deal with acne as an adult. So yeah, I want to tell you about these awesome crackers. And so since then, yeah, I don't eat gluten anymore, and I'm completely fine without it. It's not worth it for me to eat gluten and then have my skin break out and have GI upset and feel sleepy and have brain fog and all that stuff. It just isn't enough for me. So I'm just really sensitive, but I wanted to show you guys these crackers. They're so awesome. So my favorite flavors are their Super Seed line of flavors that they have. And so this one's a classic. I really like this flavor. This one is the chia and hemp. I also really like this one. I also like the everything flavor. Pretty much they're all good. So definitely check them out. Like I said, the ingredients in them are awesome. They're literally just gluten-free grains and seeds. So they're a really good source of healthy fats, a really good source of fiber. So you actually only need to eat a few of them and you will feel completely satisfied and maybe even full. You do not need to eat too many. So this box will last me sometimes more than a week. But yeah, I always usually get 2 every time I go to the grocery store, and you can pretty much find them at any grocery store, and they're so good. So definitely check them out. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.